In this session, we are going to discuss about the production of detergent. Before discussing that, just we recall what you have studied in the previous session. In the previous session, we have discussed about typical soaps, toilet soap, bar soap, industrial soap, shaving soaps, their composition, and also we have discussed about the production of glycerine as a byproduct from fat splitting process. In the fats are split into hydrolyzer in presence of zinc oxide and hot, hot water. By hydrolysis of this fat at a temperature of 230 to 250 degrees Celsius, it produces fatty acids and glycerine. This glycerine is taken out from the bottom of the hydrolyzer, which contains about 15 to 20% nearly glycerine, that is 12 to 15%. And this actually contains about 15% glycerine, 0.1% fatty acid, and 4 to 11% salts and other organic impurities. These impurities are removed by vacuum distillation, and these actually, after vacuum distillation, the glycerine actually vaporizes, and these vapors are taken out, fed to a condenser to condense the glycerine vapors, and these are actually gives us yellow glycerine, about 99%. This yellow glycerine is then converted into water white glycerine by bleaching it with activated carbon. Here, activated carbon acts as an adsorbent. It absorbs all the color forming and other impurities present in the yellow glycerine. The activated carbon, powdered activated carbon, is actually mixed with this yellow glycerine thoroughly, and it is actually filtered on a rotary drum filter so that the activated carbon along with the adsorbed impurities and color forming materials from the yellow glycerine is obtained as a filter cake which can be taken out and discarded. The filtrate is pure water white glycerine of 99%. This glycerine can be then used for of pharmaceuticals or for treatment of tobacco, conditioning of tobaccos, right? This is what we have discussed in the last session. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the production of detergents. Detergents have better surface tension, lowering action than soap. ಸೋಪಿಂದ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಬಟ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಸೋಪ್ನಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸೆಸಿವ್ ಫೋಮಿಂಗ್ it is unable to reduce organic content of sewage effluent. Biodegradation of detergent is an important environmental factor. ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಟರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಏನಿದಾವೆ ಸಿಂಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವುಗಳು ಬಯೋಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಅವು ಎಫ್ಲುಯೆಂಟ್ ವಾಟರ್, ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಎಫ್ಲುಯೆಂಟ್ ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ವಾಟರ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೇಷನ್ ಆಗದೆ ಎನ್ವೈರನ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ವಾಟರ್ ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಂಟಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅದು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏರ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟರ್ ಪೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಟರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ಗಳು ಡಿಗ್ರೇಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. Detergent reacts with hard water ions. Detergents are of four types: anionic, cationic, non-ionic, and amphoteric. Most common type is anionic, which is generally made up of sodium salt of an organic sulfate or sulfonate. In this, we will study first alkyl benzene sulfonate, manufacture of alkyl benzene sulfonate (ABS). The raw material for this is normal paraffins, which are in the range of C10 to C12. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಫಿನ್ಗೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಫಿನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ 10 ರಿಂದ 12 ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ರಿಫೈನಿಂಗ್. ಇದು ಕೆರೋಸಿನ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕೆರೋಸಿನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಪೆಟ್ರೋಲಿಯಂ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸಿಗುತ್ತದೆ ಕೆರೋಸಿನ್. ಆ ಕೆರೋಸಿನ್ ರೇಂಜ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ C10 to C12 ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಇರುವ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಕಾರ್ಬನ್ಗಳು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಈ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಫಿನ್ಗಳನ್ನ C10 C12 ಪ್ಯಾರಾಫಿನ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೆರೋಸಿನ್ ಇಂದ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Kerosene from high temperature cracking gives distillate at 150 to 300 degrees Celsius. This cut or fraction is suitable for detergent manufacture because it reacts with sulfuric acid, giving random sulfur groups. The chemical reactions ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, CnH2n plus 2 ಅದು paraffinic formula plus chlorine gives chlorinated paraffin plus HCl, benzene plus this CnH2n HCl in presence of aluminum trichloride, it gives C6H5CnH2nH plus HCl. This C6H5CnH2n plus 1 plus H2SO4 plus SO3 gives C6H5CnH2n plus 1 SO3H. Right, alkyl benzene ಇದು ಸಲ್ಫೋನೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. This is the flow diagram. Here, this is actually the reactor or alkylator here. The alkylation of this paraffins is actually taking place here, and also the fresh benzene. Fresh benzene also gets alkylated, and the olefins and the fresh benzene along with the aluminum trichloride, which acts as a catalyst, and olefins are actually fed into this, right? And this, after treatment, it is actually sent to a series of fractionators to separate the unreacted olefins and light ends and the alkylate. That is light alkylate and heavy alkylate. ನೀವು ಲೈಟ್ ಆಲ್ಕೈಲೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನೇಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸಲ್ಫೋನೇಟರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ an agitator and oleum is added to that because it is an exothermic reaction. Heat is evolved here to maintain the required temperature. The cold water is circulated through the jacket of this reactor. Hence, it actually sulfonation of alkylate actually takes place. The product is dropped into a settler where it actually settles and acid sludge is taken out from the bottom, and the sulfonate ABS, alkyl benzene sulfonate, is actually then fed to a neutralizer where required amount of builders, that is to boost the properties of detergent, is actually fed into this, and also a small amount of sodium hydroxide is added to neutralize the excess acid, that is volume, which is added to this sulfonator is actually neutralized, is to be neutralized. That's why they add an alkali such as sodium hydroxide into that, and then the mass is taken out and fed to a spray dryer for drying, and we get detergent powder. Detergent is liquid detergent ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಡ್ರೈಯರ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಪ್ರೇ ಡ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಾಲಿಡಿಫೈ ಆಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಟರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ಪೌಡರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. Benzene is alkylated with an olefin or a chloride of a paraffin with aluminium di or trichloride as catalyst. After alkylation is over, the product distills to separate to benzene and recycled. The heavy product is again alkylated to separate light alkylate and heavy alkylate. A closed fraction gives rise to alkylate of suitable molecular weight for detergent manufacture of inferior quality detergent. Inferior quality detergent. Sulfonation of alkyl benzene is carried out in a special agitated kettle with volume. The mass is then pumped to a settler where acid is separated and sent to concentrator. ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಆಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಬೆಂಜಿನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಫೋನೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ with volume in a kettle so that it converts into alkyl benzene sulfonate. This alkyl benzene sulfonate is then neutralized with sodium hydroxide, neutralize excess acid which is present in that, or volume which is present in that, and the detergent slurry is then mixed with builders such as sodium tripolyphosphate, sodium phosphate, sodium silicate, sodium chloride, along with carboxyl methyl cellulose is added at this stage. This ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳನ್ನ ವಾಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ರೀಡೆಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಟು ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಿ ರೀಡೆಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ವಾಷಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಶ್ ವಾಟರ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರ್ಬಾಕ್ಸಿಲ್ ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲೋಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಸ್ಲರಿ ಈಸ್ ದೆನ್ concentrated and spray dried. ABS are mainly used in heavy duty household detergents, especially in the solid formulation. In the solid formulation. Let us see some of the MCQs. Question number 1. Biodegradable detergents dash. Option can be readily oxidized. Option B, pose problems in sewage plant. Option C, have an isoparaffin structure. And D, should not be used as it spoils the cloth. The right answer is answer A. Option A, can be readily oxidized. Question number 2. Builders are added to the detergent to dash. Option A, boost cleaning power. B, acts as anti-redeposition agent, C acts as corrosion inhibitor, and D acts as fabric brightener. The right answer is option A. It boosts the cleaning power of the detergent. Question number 3. Which of the following is a detergent? Option A. Fatty alcohol. Option B. Alkyl benzene sulfonate. Option C. Fatty acids. Option D. Methylene chloride. Right answer is option B. Alkyl benzene sulfonate. Question number 4. Yellow glycerine is made into white glycerine using dash. Yellow glycerine white glycerine ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? A. Activated carbon. B. Diatomaceous earth. C. Bauxite. And D. Bentonite. Option A is the right. Sorry, option B is the right answer. Right. Question number 5. Glycerine can be obtained from dash. Option A. Fat. Option B. Naphthalene. Option C. Cumin. Option D. Sucrose. The right answer is option A. ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಿನ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ರೈಟ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.